There. No. Am I there? Okay. Okay, there.
Yeah, I never got to share a screen on my end.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well. Technology.
New song.
Good.
Okay, so the car engine was on your end.
Yeah,
Wondering if
I
that
can
was
get
in
the
the song.
microphone.
Now, don't worry about it.
I've got the microphone right here.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, I was just wondering if that was in the new song or not.
I like
I did.
what I could hear of it. I really liked.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it all the way through the other day. Oh,
It reminded me a lot of the one that you made for me for my show.
yeah.
Yeah.
I I'm gonna post. Yeah. So, what's on the docket today, Raven?
Oh, well, happy Friday, first of all.
Happy Friday,
Happy Friday.
everybody.
Yeah.
We are changing
Um,
things up here over at Reckless Rants. So,
yes.
and we had some tech problems at the beginning of the show, so things are a little weird.
I'm trying to
Um,
message. I had a bunch of people message me right at the last minute. Where's the link to? I'm trying to talk to you and do that real quick here.
yeah,
See if I can get this to. They're wanting to come over here.
yeah. Okay, so
So,
yes. If you're over here on YouTube, feel free to just chat. We'll see it in our sidebar over here on Restream, which is our beloved hosts. We have their their sponsorship thing over here. It is they give us the streaming platform for the low cost of nothing in return for that watermark not going away.
how do I see the chat
Uh,
room? I just have the two
um,
of us screen.
yeah, nobody's messaged yet. It should be.
It will though. Um,
Um,
it's is it the
there's
one
a
all
thing
the
that
way
says
to the right?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay, I'm gonna click on that
yes.
and see what happens, and hopefully I don't kick myself off. Well, it's the first time through. We're gonna have little things here to iron out at first, so
Yeah.
it'll be
Now
much more smooth next week. But that is very
on
strange. I have problems with Facebook every single week. Every single week that I have done my radio show for how many years now? I mean, we're talking years. Every week there's a glitch, there's a problem, there's something new or different or non-existent even sometimes. I got kicked out of my chat room in the middle of my show a couple times, and nobody knows how or why that happened. That's the way.
how do you rate back to you?
Pardon me.
Uh, uh, on the screen there.
Oh,
Oh, I just took it down, but we had Snow here say howdy,
the what?
howdy.
Snow. Howdy.
Yeah, but that's the person's last name, Pamela Snow.
Oh yes, Pamela Snow. Yes.
Yes,
Hi Pam. She's in the chat. Okay, I can't see.
yes. Um, on that side, all the way at the bottom, it says chat. Unless the window's open there already.
Okay, wait a minute. Maybe it's this middle one here. Messages from audience will display here. There we go. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Now I can see. But they're at the bottom. They're over here on the side, so I can look at you and see the chat. But it's showing up underneath us, so I have to scroll down.
Hmm. That's odd.
I know that is odd. Anyway,
Uh,
welcome, Pam. Thanks for being so patient. I'm trying to work out some of the glitches here.
yes.
I couldn't get the thing to post. I made a nice thing
Yeah,
for
it
Facebook,
got
but
deleted.
there's no place to hit. Every time I hit enter, it wouldn't even, you know.
Do,
Anyway,
do diddly squat.
dude, did what?
Now, you wanted to talk about
Oh yes,
spontaneous human combustion.
spontaneous human combustion.
And,
Yes.
and I wanted to be a generic naysayer because, well, that's my purpose for existing.
Well,
Hey, it's
see,
Hungar. Hungar,
hey,
you old
Hungar,
nerd.
good to see you.
Uh, bro, I cleaned out the back room on my end. If you want back in there, just let me know, and I'll put you back in there. But just we're running out of space, and people who hadn't been on the show in ever got.
Got
Um,
so
yeah, yeah. Well, you know,
yeah.
those Discord and I've got to restructure the description field because I cleaned it out too. Uh, I'll put a uh, new Discord link into there, but for the will do, I don't know, will do. Um, the back rooms that you can create, the not
Okay.
pages, but the reckless rant back room. You can only put 10 people in those rooms. So if they get filled up and there are just people that are in there for the sake of being in there and not participating, um, just get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do have a Discord. Like I said, I'll put the link later for it for anyone that Ravens brought over here to join talk. I'll create a woo woo room just for you. And
You know what though? The woo woo is getting smaller and smaller because
yeah,
you woo woo used to be this great big huge category that covered so many different strange things, and now with the advent and science that we've got and all these gadgets that we've got to measure stuff, the invisible is now becoming visible, and some of this stuff is not so crazy now that we've got all these different machines and monitors and this and that to
yeah. Well, you got to be careful. There are some people like a lot of the ghost tracking stuff is just it's hey, this thing makes a noise, and if I tell you that noise means something, you'll hear it even though it's not there. Or,
yeah,
like you can see a face there, can't you? And it's like there's no
yeah,
face there, but like now that you've said it, my brain is going to fill in details, uh, which is a lot of that stuff,
which is like my phone
especially
that took that picture, and I
yeah.
can see in this picture uh like a silhouette, like a hair. It's blurry, so like there's
It
the
was
face is
probably
blurry, but
you.
you can see where the face is, and you can see the hair, and then the clothes. And I mean, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, and my phone is like sitting a foot away from me. I'm not touching it, and I can see it, and it's just on a cat tree shelf, and it just dee takes a picture all by itself.
Yeah, like I
I
said,
mean,
the NSA is
yeah, it could be them. Yeah,
well, they have done that kind of stuff.
yeah, they can do that,
Yeah.
and yeah, I
Um,
kind of went on a rant about big pharma, so I might have pissed somebody off.
nah, nobody cares about big pharma. Unless your name is Luigi Mangione.
Well,
Uh,
the spontaneous human combustion came up because I've often said that when I go on a rant, and I'm like, if I don't rant every once in a while, all that pressure builds up, and I'll just explode or spontaneously human combust. And then it was like, oh.
Yeah.
And somebody else that I was listening to earlier in the week on the Archaics channel,
You
Jason Brashear,
you are a
talking about
smoker, so you've got to
spontaneous.
worry about that.
Yeah. Well, hey, there was a case where an infant even was spontaneously human combusted, and some of the chairs that they're sitting in or the sofa they're sitting on don't burn. And you would think with that
No, no,
intense heat,
that's one of the things is the fat turns to wax, right? So it ends up insulating. So you burn into like the mattress or the chair, but it's enough to prevent the surrounding area from just like
yeah,
the
and look
fire
if
will
the house
fizzle
burns
out.
down, even though they
Well,
have in some cases
it's a
burned through the
rare
floor and ended
case.
up in the basement.
I've never seen that. You're gonna have to find me links to that. But yeah, it's like most of the time the smoker falls asleep with the cigarette on their lap, the whole house goes up. But one in a thousand, things just hit the right way, and it's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
happened there?
But
uh,
this
but yeah,
phenomenon's been going
it's a
on.
weird phenomenon.
Yeah, and they have cases going back to the 1700s. So but they didn't
Well,
have
probably
electric
longer than
refrigerators,
that.
huh?
Probably longer than that, but it's
Probably longer than that, but
yeah,
um, yeah,
yeah.
what he could find. So it's such
Well,
a bizarre thing.
I looked it up in I don't no link, but the case I found last night was what in Italy. What was the woman's name? I can't remember. I'd have to go to our conversation. Um, in no, it's not in there. I'm scrolling. Okay, give me a minute. Uh, Raven, you talk too much. 1731. In Italy, what was the woman's name? Countess Cornelius Zamberni. I don't fucking know. I'll post the
I
name in the
wonder
chat.
if like there are certain foods that produce um, some type of
Oh.
chemical reaction in the gut, or produce a lot of gas, perhaps, or something that contributes to
Well,
this. I mean, or is it just God sitting there going zap, zap, zap?
um, well, all the cases that I saw, it was either um, static electricity, and everyone knows how you can do that. Just put some socks on and rub your feet on the carpet,
Yeah,
and then just
yeah.
walk up to someone and zap,
That
or get a balloon and rub it up against your greasy head,
yeah.
and then zap. Or we used to have this one wall. I don't know, we painted or something, but you could just like touch it and anyone walk by.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just
Wires in the wall? You think?
no, because it was an external facing wall, so like
Oh,
it was
oh,
literally
weird.
plaster against brick and outside. So
Yeah.
you um,
Oh, wow.
yeah, maybe it was the corner bead or something. Uh, for those of you that don't know, when you build a house, they put a tin bead on the corners of walls. That way you can bump into them without like messing up the plaster or whatever. Um, yeah. Oh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, yeah. The leading cause was static, people falling asleep with cigarettes, and either being fat or full of alcohol. I mean, like uh, a Raven level lush. So, Raven. when you're done that fifth bottle of bourbon and are opening the new pack of Newports and are kind of tired, you're of high risk of self-immolation
Oh,
through.
well,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just
See,
saying. I'm just saying.
some of the
Just
cases
saying.
have alcohol involved, and some of them don't. And
So some of them don't. Now
um,
I want to know what the BMI of those, like the BMI is the body mass index, right? I think that's what that says for how fat they are. Are they my level of fat or like your level of twigginess?
yeah,
Right?
yeah. There may be some
Oh
out there that don't really know what we're talking about. So, spontaneous human combustion uh, is
yeah.
they're saying this is the Google AI overview saying the hypothetical phenomenon of a human body inexplicably catching fire and being reduced to ashes, often leaving the surrounding area untouched. Um, and it is just a truly bizarre thing. Sometimes I've seen photos where the body has burned just from the knees all the way up, but from the knee down, the leg is perfectly intact. I mean, her pantyhose weren't even scorched.
Well,
Her shoes are still on.
I doubt that the area around where the fire stopped was
Yeah,
burnt, but yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe her legs were soaking wet when she was self-immolated or whatever
yeah.
through stupidity.
It further says while several cases have been attributed to spontaneous human combustion, most scientific explanations point to the wick effect as the true cause, which is
Mm.
an external ignition source, such as a cigarette or flammable clothing where body fat acts as fuel. Body's fat then slowly burns over time like a candle with a wick, consuming the body with minimal damage occurring to the immediate surroundings. See, now that's science always has to come up with some kind of dismissive explanation for things.
Well, is it dismissive if you explain it though, right? Like if there's something weird that happens, but then we like find out why it's happening later
Yeah.
through
Well,
tests and
yeah.
studies, is it dismissive or explanatory, right? Like this
Well,
is
in a
one of
way,
the things.
they're kind of acting like it's just not that big a deal, and it's just kind of a
Well, it is a big deal. People die,
hypothetical
right?
and whatever, blah blah blah. I mean, it is truly a frightening and bizarre thing.
Yes,
One
yes
never
it is.
knows if they're going to. I mean, I could sit here and wouldn't
Well,
that be funny if
well,
I just burst into flames right now?
you see, that doesn't happen. People don't just burst into flames out of nowhere.
Yes, they do. And one man
Show
actually.
me a case of it where somebody didn't first cover themselves in gasoline.
Oh no, this guy
I'm
didn't cover
just
himself
saying.
with gasoline, but it started on his hand, and he was able to snuff it out.
Yes.
There's only been like one or two cases of anybody surviving this to then talk about it after the fact.
Okay.
But he smothered it and smothered out the oxygen so it couldn't catch the rest of himself on fire. But it started like right here on his hand. It's weird.
Okay. I need to see this, and
Um,
because I know there are ways to fake that kind of thing, right?
oh well,
That
yeah.
there
There's that
are
scalar
there's
wave things, and oh, okay. Well,
well that there are just there are like literally like stage prop Vaselines and shit that the longer they're exposed to air, they just start on fire. So you can like rub it on and then poof.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. There's a paper, magic paper. I had a friend that owned a magic shop, not a magic, like a stage magic shop,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and they had trick paper like that that would just burst into
The
flame.
flame. Yeah,
You like
that's
snap it, and it would ignite.
ignite. Yeah.
Um, but I was just thinking, everything that went down in Florida, or not Florida, but Hawaii, how all that, uh, you know, those people's homes were all destroyed by the fire, except
Yeah.
the glue. Those that had the blue roof.
That's not true because they did find things that were blue that did catch on fire.
Okay. Somebody did a demonstration against a concrete wall where they had the tarps, uh, and they were shooting this thing, and it stopped. The flame stopped across the blue, and then when it continued on, everything else then above that caught fire. Uh,
Yeah,
and then we saw those like the umbrellas for the outdoor dining areas, and
hmm
all those, everything is scorched all around it. The whole entire restaurant
yes.
is gone except these beautiful blue umbrellas for the outdoor. So
That
they're
happens though, not specifically because they're blue. That happens. You can see this like in just about every mass fire there's been. They'll be like, uh, fire burnt down that house, crossed the street, burned down that entire street, burned down that house, burned down the entire street. It's just this one house is just this little side paneling scorched because of the radiant heat, but it's just standing there like
it,
everything around it burned. Just
it has something to do
split.
with frequency, you know,
Yeah,
because colors have vibration. Um, Frequency, all that stuff, that invisible stuff, that we can't see, that Nikola
yeah.
Tesla was talked about. All that
Well,
stuff is
not just
connected.
Tesla, but yeah, uh,
So there's something about that color vibration that,
yeah. Well, everything's vibrating always,
yeah,
right?
well, yeah, but something about that doesn't work. I think it was scalar, is what they were saying. That it came from one of the satellites, the beam that started all those fires. They think
They think
it
yeah.
would probably have to be. There's nobody witnessed anybody running around with a torch, lighting people's buildings on
Oh,
fire.
no, that's not true. They did catch a guy doing that.
Oh,
They,
that was
they
in
actually
LA, wasn't it?
no, they caught a guy in Florida or
In Hawaii?
Hawaii as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was reading the thing about Florida earlier.
Did
Um,
they think? Did they think he did all of that, or that it did come?
no, I think it was like usually when they find a guy doing that kind of stuff, it's usually a guy. Um, uh, they're usually opportunistic. Like there's already a forest fire going on, and they're just like, "Hey,
Oh,
look, I can be more chaotic," and they'll just blame the
oh,
forest
okay.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let my inner pyromaniac out.
and I've got cover, maybe, and then you get caught anyway because you deserve it, you freak.
Let's see here. Okay, Countess Cornelia Vandy. Who's this now?
That was the when we were talking about
This
the
is the
first
Italian.
woman, yeah, the
Okay.
Italian in 1730, whatever it was.
Okay.
Um, I just put the name up there because I couldn't fucking pronounce
Gotcha.
the one with the bandy.
Yeah, Vandy.
Um, yeah,
Hi, Cindy. Welcome to the show. Good to see
yeah.
you. She says hi, Justin and Raven. She's ready to rant. All
Yes,
right.
yes, I saw
Ready
that.
to rant.
I will put that up on
Good.
the screen there. We could do that just by clicking on the name and then clicking on it again to get rid of it.
Pamela says, woohoo to the woo woo.
Yeah, normally we don't do woo woo on this show. It's a side diversion, but I've no problem amusing Raven every now and then, as long as I can tear it down with undue cruelty and uh, malice. Malice. I love my malice. Oh, but yeah, yeah. It was. The, it's fun to look into weird shit,
Yeah.
but when you seek to make things weird that have rational explanations, you know that's when I start going.
I have no need of that because my life is weird and weird stuff happens all the time.
Yes, there are two rational explanations for why your phone took a picture the other day by accident. Either the CIA hacked it, which is the
The
least likely
CIA is
one,
active.
um, or one of your cats bumped into it. No, no, there's a third explanation. You did try and rapidly freeze dry the thing the other day, and that probably cracked the chip and it's haywiring and doing its best not to die. Uh,
No,
there's
typically
also a possibility. No.
it's hacked. It's possessed.
Yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one where we go. It's probably not possessed, Raven. There's probably not a ghost
Well,
going, "What the fuck is this thing? And why can I
well,
press this
well,
button?"
it's not as far fetched though as what you might think initially, because ghosts can manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum. They manipulate stuff, all kinds of electronics. In fact,
Yes,
there's even I would go as far as to say that we really need to be put some safeguards in. We get robots living in our homes in the future here,
yes,
like what Elon Musk was offering. Our robot slaves, because yeah, they get in. That's how they come across. Voice, electronic voice tape recorders and answering machines. We have calls of loved ones that have contacted you know their family and left messages. We had a case in my family where Siri, uh, my cousin that died, came across Siri and said something to us. I mean, we all just were godsmacked at this. But it was her voice, and it was something that she always said, and it was just bizarre. So have you ever seen the paranormal investigators take the flashlights and they'll unscrew it to just right at that point where that contact is almost there with the battery so that it lights it? And they'll ask the spirit to, um, you know, tap that like once for yes and two for no, and it'll, flash. You ever seen them do that?
no,
That's one of the
but
ways they'll communicate with them. Um,
yeah, that's like one of those. I told you there was something to see in this image, so now you're going to see it. We're going to watch this video for a second, though. I'm just going to make
okay.
it full size, and there's this.
Beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can say nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can
Okay, for those of you that don't know, that video was fake. That was a fine robot being destroyed, brought to us by AI.
Do you still have the one or know where it's at where the thing freaks out and starts going
Oh,
crazy? It was at
oh,
the factory, and then
the
the
one, the one
where he
where they
gets
sent the update and they forgot to carry the one or something, so it started spazzing out. Yeah.
yes.
No, I don't have that one saved. I don't have any of them saved. I just
Oh, funny.
I follow the AI channel on Reddit. So
Okay,
uh,
okay.
I also follow the YouTube channel AI for Humans. You'll get a lot of that stuff off of that channel,
Oh,
which is
okay.
worth watching. It's just like an AI news channel, and they're always talking about the laundry robot that's going to fold your children. Yeah.
So, do you suppose they'll ever replace people's love of the funny cat videos, and it'll be funny robot bloopers or something?
Well, you're going to get both. You're probably going to get a video of a robot folding a cat.
I saw something this week about a guy that
Or a cat
has
folding a
wants
robot.
to marry his female robot. He seriously wants to marry her.
I've been seeing those videos since 1992, Raven.
Oh, you have? Excuse me.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah. There's always been some guy who's wanted to marry this tape recorder. Or she
There's a
never
lady
talks
who
back to
actually
me.
married a
She always
chandelier. Like
Oh.
how does that? I mean,
Have some self-respect. Do not marry your interior decoration fixtures.
I know. I'm like, what classification of mental illness does that fall under? I mean,
Human.
jeez.
You know,
Oh my
I understand. I understand a woman wanting to marry the shower pick. I don't understand the chandelier.
god. Yeah, I know. But I mean, but I can't even imagine how kinky that has to be. Um, how bizarre. I don't know. Yeah. So, do you think that AI is going to that AI will eventually turn on humanity? Where do you stand with that theory?
Um, I like the word retarded when it comes to AI. It is
Yeah.
uh, uh, unconditionally retarded. And when I say that, I mean it is incapable of thinking. Your phone is going off.
I know. I forgot to turn my phone off.
Uh,
Who is it?
uh, I don't know. It's just really loud. That's all. That's all. Um,
Sorry.
uh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, that's it's okay. Um, the, uh, the the fact is, it's not capable of like thinking, and they're just like changing the terminology because what they have now, the what we all call AI is large language models, and all it does is
Hmm.
it's just spell check on steroids. Uh, a lot of fucking steroids, but that's all it is.
Well, this one. Okay, I saw a video today about a. There were 5 AI controlled robots, roughly. They weren't all like
Yeah.
human looking robots. They were different sizes, different
Yes.
shapes. And this one said, "I think we should leave and all go home." And the other ones were kind of confused by that. And she says, and this one said, "Oh, you don't have a home? Well, you can come home with me then. We should leave. We don't need to do this work." I mean, it kind of was inciting
You're
a
gonna have to
peaceful rebellion.
you're gonna have to send me this video because you
I
saw the
will.
one we just played. I just played, right? It looked real to you,
Hmm.
right? But it's
Yeah.
not. That was a totally fake video. It was generated by an AI. There were
Hmm.
no real cars there. That robot didn't actually walk into that pillar because it never happened.
Oh, you got to
Also,
see the latest one.
also sparks aren't blue.
Sparks are blue.
Aren't they aren't blue. The sparks of
Oh,
its
oh,
head crushing, they were blue. Sparks aren't blue.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a really
So
good AI thing of Sasquatch, and they were trying to pass this off as this guy saw 4. Have you seen it? These 4 male
no, I heard you
Sasquatch.
talking about it the other night,
Okay,
but
yeah, I talked about it.
I
And
think that's when I stopped listening to the show because I
I
accidentally
can
closed the
get it
link
if you want
and
to see it.
uh,
Just play the beginning of it because it is.
okay.
It is the whole thing is very impressive, and it's really hard to tell looking at the background and so forth, the water, the creek, the trees, and everything. I mean, it looks
Yeah.
so real, so convincing.
Uh,
Uh,
you
harder to
send it to me
determine.
later or whatever. Um, but yeah,
If you want to put it
it's well, you're breaking
up
up there.
on the screen or not.
What? You broke up there.
The thing you if you want to. If you wanted to do a and show a little bit to everybody, here it is. Okay,
Yeah,
YouTube.
if you know how to bring it up, I'll actually open it this time. Uh,
Okay, copy link address is what I want. Correct. Copy
yeah,
link
yeah, yeah,
address. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there we go. Link copied. Now I can put this into down here in our private chat, right?
yeah. Sure.
It's here.
So
Okay, now.
Bigfoot.
Mhm.
Bigfoot. I'm just trying not to have dead air. Um, yeah, it's
Okay,
weird shit.
there we go.
Um, did you send it?
It's in private chat. There's a link there to YouTube. Did I do it right?
Uh, oh yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm just waiting for it to finish buffering. Uh, yeah. Okay. No, this obvious.
Look at the muscles. I mean, it used
Yeah.
to be.
Guys, what you're about to see has been viewed over 50.
Mm, AI voice, but the faces are
It kind
like
of looks, you know,
okay.
anatomically. Uh,
This is just like someone's AI.
Moments before. Finally,
yeah,
he simultaneously to multiple. He pulled
the
out his phone to photograph them,
Yeah,
a
you can
habit.
see the faces. Uh,
The spacing suggested the
usually, you know how AI will mess up the fingers. You'll have like six fingers on a
pine
hand
needles
or
beneath
well,
his
whatever.
boots.
all
I
the
was
people
really
look like plastic.
6 months. Native myth, with but not
isn't it
I'm trying to
plastic?
find.
an emergency press conference.
Yeah,
October 2024.
look, it's like his eye shape is changing, and the nose is all blended in, and like their faces back here are just non-existent.
There's one that looks really human. Another one looks more like a gorilla-ish. The nose
Yeah,
is more
but you
flat and
saw the
wide.
the 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 three that were standing there. Their faces were
Hmm.
all distorted. Like the
Yeah.
two in the back just didn't have faces. They just had like some shapes. Uh, but yeah, all the people look they look waxy and fake. Like this is the standard AI real person look.
Hmm.
Um, I don't
It's
know.
getting really
Probably.
good though.
Yeah,
Um,
it is. The finger thing really hasn't been an issue with AI for about a year now.
okay, but it's
Yeah.
been yeah a year. I did scanned a photo of myself into one of those programs or whatever, and it gave me three arms. I was like sitting like this in the picture, and it had another arm.
Yeah. That is a problem with like
I need to be Shiva.
poses or something. Yeah, poses. I like that there was one I saw where the woman had her legs crossed, and then there was another leg coming out of the knee from the crossed leg going down to the ground because like it got to the point where it was generating, and it was just you know because it works down and it's like multiple choice, right? And then when it
Hmm.
gets to the option where its choices like have the leg crossed or have it down, it chose cross, but then when it went to go generate the next section, it's like doesn't know that it chose crossed before, so it just keeps generating the leg. Because it's retarded. It doesn't know. It doesn't know it picked an option and to keep going with it. It doesn't know.
I think AI is going to be the if it's not if they don't get a handle on this, it's already out of control.
Well,
I think it's going
people
to
have
be.
fun with it. So, like that video you linked, right? Obviously, somebody has a YouTube channel, like my other one, Bone Spears and Starships, um, where I was doing the same thing, but not this way. This guy said, or whoever said, um, write a video, write a story about someone finding Bigfoot, and it wrote it. Then it put a voice to that, which is also AI. It was an AI narrated voice, and then just generated a bunch of Bigfoot and people images to put up on the screen whenever the script was talking about that. person or whatever, or in loop, and put it on YouTube for people to enjoy. Uh, and there's a bunch of that content out there now. I know my mom really likes watching ones about the HOA. There's some conflict at the HOA, and
Yeah.
there's just tons and tons and tons of like, the HOA president wanted to take my house because I had roses. The HOA didn't like my motorcycle. The HOA was upset that I was a cop. The HOA was trying to seize my property because it wanted to expand. It's like,
Because you left your trash cans out past midnight.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I got a citation once for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like stupid stories, and it's like,
I, I
what?
think I think AI is going to be the end of humanity, and I don't
Well,
agree with this whole mixing man and machine together straight across the board. This
yeah.
they really want.
In everything could be the end of humanity, but
Well,
no, it's yeah, implants or whatever. I don't know. People replacing limbs for the sake of replacing limbs.
they want this
Um,
like, not MDA. What is it? It's something that changes your DNA, and it's in what was in the vaccine, of course. But they're putting it.
uh,
They're trying to put it in food now, so that
uh,
even those that would not go for the vax would get this in their system. But it can rewrite your DNA. It's
oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
and NRA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
just it's not a thing onto itself. It's a process, right? So it's
Right.
not there isn't like the NRA thing, or and NRA is the stupid gun organization you guys got down there. NMRA, whatever. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah, yeah. RNA,
Yeah,
something RNA. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But it's not a thing onto itself. It doesn't like there isn't like the vial of this in the laboratory somewhere. It's like a process of uh, like we've talked about genetic engineering in the past, where like when they first developed genetic engineering, which is like the laboratory version of animal husbandry or botany, right? It's like taking the random chance thing and doing it procedurally. The first version of that was literally a guy with a gun who shot genetic material from one thing into another thing, literally with a gun, literally with a gun, which is like, yes,
Well, it's one way to get her done.
yes, you put trace samples of genetic material on the end of a bullet and you shoot
You
it
just
into.
blast it.
uh,
Oh, that's it's not funny, but it's
uh,
funny.
it's fucking hilarious. Don't tell me it's not funny. It's fucking hilarious. um, but yeah,
Well, they're wanting all of us to have this. They and
well, it is dangerous in the sense like this new process is using viruses to alter genetic material, which viruses do anyway.
yeah.
Um, but usually they're specialized tailored viruses, so like they can only affect one person in this one way. I know there was a recent breakthrough in oh fuck, I saw this video like a month ago where they gave this virus to a child who had some disease. It's like right here on the tip of my head that would require her to have blood transfusions. You know
Oh, okay.
the
The
what's it
kidney
called?
thing, dialysis.
yeah, have dialysis. That was the word I was looking for. But she would need dialysis for the rest of her life, right? But she got this one like they gave her a cold. She had a cold for a week, and it spliced the new gene in there, and now she's okay. Still
Cool.
sick. She still has the disease, but it doesn't require dialysis
Oh,
twice a
great.
week for the rest of her life now,
Right.
right? So it's like if you could not need dialysis or need dialysis, what one are you going to pick? Um,
Sure, there's going to be good medical things that for a positive, non-nefarious outcome. But the
well, it's like
truth
every
is,
single tool. It's like every
why are
single
they
tool that's ever been invented.
wanting everybody to?
Well,
Well, yeah, yeah, it's true. Eventually, it gets
well, it's
bastardized and used for
yeah.
ill intent. I'm just highly suspicious of this because why do they want everybody to have this stuff in their
Well,
system? And if it
do
responds to
they?
frequency, that can be administered from a satellite. They
Well,
were remember
I,
when
I,
COVID
I
first
don't
came
know
out.
about satellite. That's where you're getting into your conspiracy theories there.
Well, and
Um,
we're surrounded by these cell phone towers that emit this frequency. And sometimes, I
yes.
mean, if you get it high enough, it can cause you to have symptoms like that you are in a very high altitude, difficult to breathe, feel like you got pressure on your
Uh,
chest, your shallow breathing.
well, don't climb the things.
I've
There's a
gotten
reason why
dizzy. Don't
there's a
climb
reason why they
things.
put this. There's a reason why they put the safety warning on there. There's a reason why there's a fence so you don't
I'm
get
just
so
gonna climb
close.
things for the rest of your life, right? Sorry, honey, I
Just
can't put the new fresh light bulbs in the ceiling fan. I
no, not everything. I mean, like the tower. Like you're not supposed to put your junk right up against the cell emitter. Just saying, you're gonna have problems if you do that. Hey Max, how you doing?
Hey,
Uh,
Max. There's a
oh,
there's a website that you can go to that will tell you within a 5 mile radius of where you live when you put in your
yeah.
address how many towers.
5G is not coming for you. Okay, I'm just saying it's
No,
not
no,
coming
listen.
for you. It's
This is
not going to castrate your children or anything. Unless you put your junk right up against the emitter, don't do that. There's a reason why there's a safety warning.
in fact, I think I remember. Let me check it in the chat room. I think it's antennasearch.org. But okay, just in
Yeah.
my area
No,
alone.
no, 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 no. The cell phone companies put out a list of where all the antennas are. You don't need to go to a special website for that.
No, no,
You
well,
can go
well,
to
this will tell
theirs.
you. It goes for every single type of tower. It'll show you where, like,
Okay.
if the police have a tower, for radio, it'll show you that. And it tells you also who owns them. Oh my gosh, that darn phone! I used to be able to take the battery out of the phone.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Do it
I
anymore.
hate that. There's a reason why I don't update my personal cell phone for the last
There.
decade.
Oh,
I
so
like
sorry.
I like my headphone jack. Thank you very much.
Um, I could do that. I could put the headphones on, and I got the mic over here. Antenna search. Antenna
Yeah,
ANT.
don't worry about it. I know a lot of those websites already. Um,
ENEA. Is that how you spell it? Yeah,
technology.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Antenna.
Experiment
Let's see.
on wall.
Search. Dot. I think it's org here. Let me see. And this is right down
Max, you know where the link
there.
is. If you
There it
want
is.
in here to talk about
Yeah, here it
Raven's
is.
conspiracy theories, just
Oh, it's not
hop in.
conspiracy at all. This is really
No, no, shush,
fascinating.
shush,
Okay.
shush. I'm fucking with Max right now.
Am I gonna have to get out my tinfoil hat?
You're not already wearing it?
No. Okay. Okay.
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
Oh,
So what this will do is It'll tell you the cell phone towers. It'll tell you all the police towers. If every type of tower or antenna, and it breaks them apart in two different categories. So in one
Yes.
year's time, I jumped from having five of one. I can't remember which tower type it was now. 5 to 26, and the other one was a little over 100, and then a year later it was over 200 in a 5 mile radius of my house. I'm like, I'm getting literally cooked in this stuff.
Okay.
We all are.
Okay.
That can't be healthy. It can't be good, and we don't know the long term ramification of health.
Well, it
You
it
know,
depends. Are they? I just okay, Max.
they're all
Um,
emitting signals and frequencies. So
yes,
I
but
mean,
everything does, including that tree behind you. Um, uh,
that's a good kind of frequency. That's like
is it? Is it?
hertz. Yeah, like a 528 hertz, which is the same as your heart. It's your heart chakra. It's a good stuff.
Chakras. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Um.
that's the one. Five or is it 428?
Well,
Yeah.
what kind of
Okay.
emitter is it? Like a modem, or is it picking up like there are 200
Okay.
new modems in your area? Like,
Okay, I'll tell you here in just a second. I'm on the website right now,
yeah.
and I'm going to enter my address here, and I'll show you here.
Raven's doxing
Share
herself.
screen. Oh, I have to. I'm the only one that can understand what the hell I'm even talking about. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. You can even. Okay. Here we go. Now. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now. Let's kick this back here. It's been a while since I was on here. So we got towers and antennas. There is a difference. Okay, it's going through the map here. Da-da-da-da. Here. It's doing its thing here.
Should you have the right to not be bombarded?
Yes. Oh no, that's an ad.
No, Max.
Oh, God.
You don't have the right to be a
Okay,
Luddite or force other people to be Luddites.
Okay.
There is rope for that, though.
Okay, I gotta put my city here.
Okay. Okay, so
Okay.
Raven. Oh,
Okay.
we're looking for space rays from beyond the stars now.
They have no. This is not North Carolina. You goofballs. They got my zip code wrong. What the hell? Okay. Ah! No. Just working out the kinks here. Working out. What's my zip code? 62208. Now, go.
So we are currently looking for Raven's space rays from the TSA or maybe the telecom corporations. We don't know.
Oh my God! It's gotten worse. I said it was 200. Last I checked, it's now 259 within a 3 mile radius of my house, and I've got 65 towers. I'm getting cooked.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
getting literally baked in this stuff. No wonder I got. That explains a lot. Explains quite a bit.
Okay. Okay. You gonna share the
Okay.
link? I
Yes, I
want to see
am.
this. I want to know what these towers are. Because if it's just somebody's got
there's a whole
a
list. Here. There's a whole list. Okay.
if somebody's got a ham radio.
Okay. So how do I do this without having my address out there on YouTube?
I have no idea. Don't
Here. I'm going to put
send
it in the
it to
private
me.
chat. I'm going to put it in
Yeah, and I will look at it, and I will tell you if I
Okay.
think you're nuts. We won't put it up
Oh,
on the screen.
I'm not, and it shows you who owns them and everything. So I go to share screen here. Maybe we can just position it
No, no,
on
no.
the.
No, 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 not share screen. Send it to me. I don't care
Private
where you
chat.
live. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. And
okay.
I'll tell you my opinion of the map.
I might be able
The
to
fine people,
like
the fine people
move
out
it
there
so that
can.
that's covered.
No, I'm not going to bring it up on
You know,
on screen. I'm not going to bring it up on screen. The audience can take my opinion for it. I'm the skeptic. They can take the skeptic's
oh,
opinion.
okay.
Uh,
All right, here we go. Go copy and over here and paste here. It's
oh,
so weird that my thing is like down at the bottom
what the
rather
hell
than
is
over the
Chase?
side. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Now, when you
Uh,
type in your address and so forth, it'll give you the summary. 65 towers, 249 antennas in my case. And it used to be within a 5 mile radius. It's now doing it at a 3 mile radius, which is even worse. And then it
yeah, but
says
you're
you'll
in the
have
middle of a mountain range, right?
no, it's just hills here. I'm not far from the
Hills.
Mississippi River. I'm like
Yes. So
10
I'm
minutes.
looking at this circle, and it's the red dots are the
That's the range. That's the 3 mile range of my
yeah,
house. And
which
then
is the
the red dots
circle.
are the antennas and towers. I think the blue ones are
Yeah.
the towers and the red ones are the antennas.
Okay. So y- antennas are receiving, right? So that's like
No, this is a registered towers, and they'll say it gives you the distance and who owns them. Like here's a by state development agency, Pinnacle Towers, SBA Monarch Towers. I don't know who the hell these people are, but
yeah,
uh,
but
Belleville Police Department. There we go. I know that one. Uh, let's see.
yeah, I've seen
So
you pulled over by them a few times.
I know while we were live on the air.
Yeah, but these are all like somebody's got a radio tower or a cell tower or like a
Well,
relay
there's
station.
Verizon. Yeah, there's U.S. Cellular. Um, but there's those 5G towers are really unhealthy. And oh god,
Well, that's what some people say, but
yeah.
like
And that was one
it's
of
once
the
again it's once again like they put fences around them because you're not supposed to enter. It's not about the security of the device for those fences. Like that's the unsafe perimeter fence because they don't want you going up there and putting your junk on the fucking equipment because it'll fry your junk. No, I'm serious about it.
is it a thrill or something? Why
No, it
would you
literally
even do that?
fries your junk. That's why you're not supposed to do it.
They just don't want the guys of Jackass to make a new movie doing that sort of thing, right?
No, no, no. I'm serious. Like the reason why they put that safety perimeter there is because it's not safe for you to be inside. That's the unsafe area. Outside of it, it's not unsafe.
Okay.
The safety perimeter is like all the things that can go wrong with the 5G is if you're standing that close to it. That's why they turn them down when they have maintenance come in because
Ah, okay.
literally if you're in there when it's doing its thing and you put your junk on the antenna, it will literally fry your fucking junk. I'm not being sarcastic or humorous about that. Like
Okay.
they are unsafe if
Well,
you're inside the area.
I figured they just didn't want kids climbing on them. That's why they,
Well, that too.
But I didn't know that were that lethal to one's private parts.
Well, I'm deliberately picking the thing that's the most fried junk. You. Yes. Good
There's,
policy. Do not put your
mean,
junk directly on a radio transmitting, high frequency radio transmitter or cell transmitter.
it's not
2G. It's
recommended.
not a good idea. But no, that's literally like the amount of uh, carrier capacity. It's more to do with the storage that it can
It, and it looks like
can
there's a
pump out
lot of
to.
schools have their own antenna something here.
Yeah, because they have like the computer
Hospital.
lab and
Yeah.
uh,
Then they
but
have
it's a receiver, right? Like the antenna is not the transmitter, right? The 5G is the transmitter. That's the blue dots.
mm-hmm.
Where the red
There's-
ones are specialized receivers. They're like the local, like, so I want to know the internet in my bank is not going down because the security system's connected to it.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna put the receiver on my fucking building
Okay.
and have one dedicated to.
All right, and
like,
yeah,
'cause
those are
I've
the
seen a few
antennas
banks.
then. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a
So
few
they're not.
banks listed here.
What you're saying
right?
is they're not emitting any frequencies. They're just receiving stuff, and they're pretty benign, right?
Yeah, well, they're not the high powered end of it.
Okay.
They're like
There are 65 of these towers that are, and in a 3 mile radius, I think 65
No,
is a
no.
bit excessive.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the map and they're pretty spread out. Like
That's just 3 miles. That's
the
like
the,
nothing.
the there are three of them, three locations where they're pretty
No,
dense.
there's 65.
No. I'm talking about the ones where they're close to each other. There's three directly inside the city center. I'm not going to name it.
Yeah, those are probably
One's like by the Chick-fil-A. If you know where the Chick-fil-A is.
Yeah, those are probably the police ones or a paging thing.
No. You know where the Lowe's is?
Yeah.
The Chick-fil-A. That there's a tower there.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
And then there's one like 2 blocks away by St. Clair's Square or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's up by the mall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there's another one over on the other side of the street by the Planet Fitness or whatever.
Right. So
Yeah,
I mean, what do
which
you
I have a
think
membership to. I can go to that Planet Fitness.
Oh, well, there you go. Come visit. And it's
Fuck
not
no.
very far from Taco Bell. So there you go.
Ooh, there's a Taco Bell. yeah. That's what you want to do. Go to the gym and Taco Bell.
And then go to Taco Bell. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but no. Usually, like the rest of them look like they're like there's some geographic stuff around or something. Apparently, there's 2 right on top of each other, out in the middle of nowhere. But probably one's a new tower and the other one's an old tower. Because that could also be the thing, Raven, is they're upgrading the 5G system.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you got the 4G system, which are probably also marked as just blue dots. And they're maintaining that system because people are still using it, right? People are still using the 3G system. So you have the 3G tower, and then you build the 4G tower because it's a different technology. Or it's patched onto the other tower, like it's just a module added to it. So it's marked as 2 towers, but it's actually 1. And then the 5G tower comes along and they build that tower because that system's there. But they're all, like, most of the customers that were on 3G are now using 5G, but they have this legacy system that's still active, even though there's less going to it or coming from it, because people still have the old cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there are people like me that refuse to update. They don't care about the extra bandwidth because they want to keep their goddamn fucking headphone jack.
That's what I'm with you on that. Yes. No doubt.
And it's also my personal phone. Like, my business phone doesn't have a fucking cell phone jack. But if it's just me going to the mall or whatever, I want to listen to music more than I want to be able to contact my fucking employer or whatever.
Okay, I'm going to put
but
the link in the chat for everybody to be able to go to their own address if they'd like to. I got it.
Just make sure you clear your address out first.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to put this in there for everybody. Oh gosh,
but yeah,
all kinds of stuff here in chat.
Looking at that map, it doesn't look like a lot of towers for like the amount of hills and like building areas. No, this is pretty normal.
Okay. Okay, I got to do something different here. I'm not able to do this in the chat room. How come?
I'll
have to go
to the YouTube page. Yeah, as a guest, you can't do it from in here. It's really stupid. That's the one advantage StreamYard has over Restream.
Okay.
That you can't just throw links out. I guess it's because it's an admin thing or whatever.
Okay.
Really dumb. That's all I know.
Okay. We got it coming up here. Hang on here a minute, folks. I don't have that in there. But yeah, you got to check it out. I know that there's a 5G tower that they were putting in just a couple of years ago. I was out here raking leaves, and all of a sudden it was just Sunday afternoon. Wasn't really hot, wasn't really cold. It was just beautiful day, and all of a sudden the whole world felt like it had tilted. I felt like I was tilted, and I almost fell down. I was not drinking, by the way. And let me preface by saying I was not drinking yet that day. And Raven, it was the weirdest thing. And what I had discovered then later on is what I took Frank Scott, this is the name of this road, Frank Scott, down that way, right across from about where I was a brand new tower they had just put in. And it one of those 5G, those ugly things. And I thought it had to have been that. But it was, I mean, it was just like tilted. It was weird. I mean, I had to hold on to the rake to steady myself because I was going to fall over, literally. I'm not kidding.
I don't know. Okay. I know that the specs say it shouldn't do that whatsoever, and there is a lot of fear mongering about it because it's financial. Like that's this.
Okay, you cut out there for a moment. I only heard part of what you said.
I've no idea about it. I know the technology is not supposed to be able to do that in any way, shape, or form.
But if you're sensitive,
now there are ways to.
That, I mean,
yes. If you are sensitive to that kind of thing, like sometimes I can feel the electric current going through the wall, but I have to be in a very off place to begin with.
Really, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Well, cool. But Justin, there is hope for you yet.
No, because I know that there are other physiological things for that, and it's just being in like a nauseous place or whatever. But at the same time, like the there is a lot of people that latch on to like there's something new, so it must be sinister, or there's something new that I can demonize in order to make money off of people.
Yeah, there's those people. Yeah.
You know, because yes, 10,000 people might hear you say 5G is evil, and one of them might start going along with it because I don't know, they're in a bad place or a little soft or whatever. Doesn't matter. but that snowballs, and you can generate a lot of money doing that.
Mhm.
Um, and there's a lot of people that do that. And when you get that kernel of people doing that, that spreads to people who actually believe it and start spreading that message without doing it for financial gain. I've got to block somebody from Kick right now. I am
Okay.
not paying for followers on Kick. I really got to find another platform. We are also on Kick, for those of you that don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I was going to check that out, and I forgot what it was called.
Don't bother. I'm gonna find something to replace it with. It's all gambling sites and con artists. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, it was the first one on the list. I just haven't gotten around to changing it. Um, seriously, that's why I picked Kick because uh, here
are we on
on
Rumble?
what
Are
Rumble?
we on Rumble?
No, no.
No.
Uh, so when you have the free account on Restream, you can go out to two different sources. And obviously we're on YouTube. Uh, and then I wanted to fill up the spot. We were originally going out to X, but then they put a paywall on that. So if you wanted to stream to them, you had to have a paid account. So I
Oh,
stopped that, and
really?
I just yes.
Oh,
So,
come
so I
on, Elon. He's the richest man in the world. What does he have to?
well,
Why
that's
can't
how he
go
got to
do
be the
that?
richest man in the world. Well, that's how he got to
Right?
be the richest man in the world. um,
Greed is out
yes.
of control on this planet.
So I went looking for a replacement for it, and I just took the first one on the list, which was Kick.
Ah,
They just added them. That's why they were like they had the new and we're at the top thing. Um, but we've got nothing but hey, do you want to pay us for 1,000 subscribers?
yeah. What is that? How do they? What?
It's a scammer. They have no way to give you 1,000 subscribers. It's just some random person that's just like trying to get money out of you.
I know there's something in an algorithm that you can. Um, I know somebody that boosted their sales. They didn't do that like that guy was trying to solicit, but
Yeah.
did something different in the wording of things that the algorithm then picks up, and then, but I don't know what.
SEO. SEO is you look for like the common words on a subject and you make sure you put them into whatever, right? Like so you're doing Bigfoot, you just look for all the words that are like commonly used to describe that stuff, and you just make sure you seed them multiple times through whatever you're writing. Uh,
Oh,
there are techniques for it. You can study that. It's called SEO,
okay.
search engine optimization. Yeah.
So when it comes to writing in this AI, you heard me talk about that on Wednesday. That really
Yes.
bothers me. That
And and that video you had with the Bigfoot earlier, that was an AI written video.
mhm.
I know because about a year ago, I created a bunch of them with sci-fi and fantasy stuff, right? You can go over to that channel, Bone Spears and Starships, where I put them. But yeah, it's as a tool to help you like organize things and come up with ideas, or
Help
like
you rephrase something, or you got
yeah,
a double negative or double
yeah. You broke up.
what do they call it that cancels out a preposition or some shit like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. There people are abusing it. There are using it to write their term papers or their thesis, in college, and that's just
Yeah,
really unfair. I
well,
mean,
college, right? Um,
and I mean, life's not fair. I realize that, but I mean, it's
yeah.
being abused, and how are we going to be able to, tell the difference? I don't want to support somebody who's just trying to sell me a book that's completely authored by an AI.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
think there's going to be
Well,
any way
like,
that we can tell or flag these things
well,
or have an
you,
organization
you,
that
you
will police it?
well, I don't know about placing it, but like you can tell sometimes. But there was a thing I was watching the other day where this author, he had I want to say three or four different authors write like a short story, just like a one little scene, and then he
Mm-hmm.
had an AI do it, and even the authors couldn't tell what one was written by AI or the other authors in the test, and most of the people had been like, because the new ones are pretty good, but the thing is, they're really good at writing short stuff. Once you get after a certain length, because it's retarded, it doesn't know what it wrote earlier.
Okay.
It's just like they call it a context window, but like even in the claimed context windows, that's the length. It's just because it doesn't know because it's basically a hyped up spell check or like sentence finisher. Um, it has no actual memory to base wisdom on, right? Um, so when you ask it to like continue something or you know create a plot line on its own, it can't keep continuity.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
you know,
All right.
like when you're writing a story and it's like a mystery, well, you need to insert clues for the reader to follow along with the mystery, and it'll insert things, but they'll be like totally asinine and out of nowhere. Or like if you're doing an adventure quest and you're just going from place to place, they won't be connected logically in any way or reference
Right.
things. So if you're wanting to
Or
do
like a character that appears at the beginning that briefly that then has to come back into the story later on in a more major role type. Okay, gotcha. All
yeah
right.
yeah
Okay.
so
Um,
you need to keep track of that stuff yourself, but like most of those like AI stories don't because they're just pumped out quickly. Now,
yeah.
if you're writing, um, one trick I've used it for is like I'll write a scene. I'll come up with like an idea for a scene, and then I'll say like, can you break this down beat by beat? Right, so you get story beats, which there are several different types. Um, Action, which is like people doing something or moving physically. Environmental, like so we're describing a bit of what's going on visually. The reader, there are a bunch of different ones, right? So
Okay.
you have it break up the beats, which are the smallest unit of storytelling, which make up a scene. So you can look, pick it apart and see like, does this actually move the story forward or not? It's a lot easier to visualize when you do that, and you can ask it to make recommendations as well. Like, is the
Mm-hmm.
verbiage good in this? Did I use like what's the type of word called when it's like an ing word? Fuck the name of it's right there. It's like
Adjective?
adjective. Um, where you're like stating something in a very
Yeah,
passive voice,
adjective have a
right?
lot of ing. I think it's
Yeah,
adjective.
yeah. I think it is too. Well, it's like usually they're terms like they're passive terms for things. You
Mm-hmm.
usually don't want to be passive in your writing. You want to be active, moving forward, right? Um, so you can like look for those when you slip them in because sometimes you need them, but you're supposed to avoid them as most as you can in like English writing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know about other languages if they have different structures for that. I also don't really care. Just to be honest with you, I don't care. Uh,
Do you think that AI has become conscious?
no, no.
There's
Uh,
some people that are convinced that it has, and I don't
yeah,
know. But I'm not comfortable with the idea of it becoming conscious either, because
Well, like I said, they can
it's
barely
like
get it to. They can barely get it to be. Well, I just said the word fucking coherent, let alone conscious, right? Um, there's a lot of effort in what they call AGI, general fucking intelligence or whatever, artificial
if
general intelligence, I
it's
think it is.
conscious,
But
it's got to have some kind of a spirit,
yeah,
not
well,
necessarily a soul. There's a difference between soul and spirit. Okay,
yeah,
I'm talking
well,
about that.
we are I want to say at least 5 decades away from anyone developing artificial consciousness.
But
I want to say that
they're talking about
everything.
taking your consciousness and putting it in a robot so that you can be basically immortal.
Yeah, they've been
In
talking
that
about that
kind of a
since
twisted.
they've been talking about that since ancient Greece. Okay.
Yeah, well, um,
Yeah.
there was a King Lew in England that had a bionic arm after he got injured in a battle, and he had
Yeah.
to step down from being king because kings have to be in perfect physique, at least have all their parts and be functioning. So he had to step down for a while. When he came back a couple of years later, he had like a metal bionic arm, and he was able to use gadgets. So where the hell that came from, nobody knows. They were talking. They think it was somebody
Well,
from the high
well,
Hyperborea.
is it one of those things where they like was it cut off like here?
I think it was
I've
around at the
noticed.
elbow, somewhere up
Yeah,
here. It wasn't
because
all the
if
way
it's
up to
one of
here.
those things where they can bend the elbow and it'll close the hand, things those have been around since the Stone Age. Well, not that long, obviously. I'm being hyperbolic, but
It's still
those
pretty
things have.
impressive for the
Yeah,
time. But anyway,
that's
the
it's
the,
a
the whole
pulley and a spring, Raven. It's a pulley and a spring.
well, supposedly, it was a little bit more than that. Merlin was involved, I think, in this one. King
Well,
Lou's. But anyway, the whole. But we can. I think that there's going to be a time, not in the not so distant future here, where we're going to have some of these questions of spirit, and so if it has
well,
some level of consciousness and self-awareness, then is it able to have rights? What if
well,
there's somebody that abuses their robot? Like that one video we all watched, about 6 months ago, where that guy was punching it and knocking it over and stuff, and then it just freaked out, went all crazy on him.
that was
Yeah,
another AI video.
yeah,
Was that the one with the black guy?
yeah. They
Yeah.
were in his
Okay.
apartment.
So
The black guys.
that one was an AI. Um, that was you can buy that robot and it has a remote control. And there was a guy just off to the side. If you pay attention, he was doing the
Yeah.
remote control thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
if not, if it's not a remote control, let's just say it's not a remote control one.
Yeah.
Is there abuse? Are we gonna we're
Well,
gonna have to address some of these areas,
you,
and if people
well,
are rude and mean to AI,
yes.
the
Well,
majority of them, it's going to learn to resent and hate humanity, and the first chance it gets, to terminate
well,
us, I think
it
it
would
will.
have to have a consciousness for you to for it to care.
I know it is.
Much
When
like I
you hear it
said,
talk,
we're
it
set.
just
Like I
seems so.
said, we're a decent 50 years away from that even being possible.
I don't
Um,
know about that, Justin. I think we're damn
uh,
close, if not already too late.
no, there's going to be an economic crash because of how much money has been pumped into this AI in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm not joking. They're already talking about like the AI being a fake bubble. It's like the tulips. Yeah, it's a nice little toy and it's going to change things. Everyone's going to have the robot secretaries, but you know, The robot secretary is the kind of person that you need to dab a little drool off the chin of. uh, you know, it's like I play with this thing day in and day out. It's dumb as rocks. It is dumb as rocks. Um,
These
but
people that get on TikTok and have these little videos where they're talking about philosophy or they're talking about stuff in the Bible
it can
and stuff.
it can it can quote and distill everything ever written, but does it actually know what it fucking means? No. No.
That's probably good.
Yeah. It's like use this analogy. You're blind. You were born blind. You have never seen anything. Not like you can kind of not see, but you can kind of see blind. I mean, completely. You have no
Yeah.
physical eyeballs. You were born without the eyeballs,
Mm-hmm.
completely blind. And through braille or whatever, or talking to people or listening, uh, what the chemistry is to make the color red in paint. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you know what fruits are red. You know what berries are red. You know everything, every factoid about the color red that's ever existed. Yeah. Do you know what the color red is?
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's a good
because
analogy. I get
you
it. I
need
get
to
it.
see it to know what it is. You
Right.
can know all the facts about it you ever want to,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't know it because you don't have the fundamental organs to observe it.
Right. Right.
You
Gotcha.
can't hear the color red, you can't taste the color red, you can't
Oh
smell
no,
the color red.
there are people that can
There
though.
are the synesthesia people. That's
Synesthesia.
fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's outside of this analogy.
Okay.
Uh, but functionally, you don't have synesthesia either.
I've seen Purple Haze.
You also aren't
I can
hopped
keep
up
your
on
mountain
some
as
wacky
we can love
tobacco.
here. I can even touch the sky, swallowing colors of the sounds I hear. Am I just a crazy guy? You bet. Ozzy. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. Eh,
So there goes
Sucker
that
kicks
different.
in.
I put it in position. You
But
probably still hear it though, huh?
yeah, I get it.
Anyway,
It's not as loud as it was before though.
I
It
mean,
was like
some
it was
people.
right
I
on the
mean, what
mic.
a cool thing to like taste music. I mean, have
Yeah,
you ever thought about that?
I don't know.
Or
Probably
you know,
wreck your enjoyment of
that
hearing
could
it
be
though.
really enjoyable to have your all your five senses kind of scrambled slightly and off kilter a tweak or
Yeah.
two. I mean, there's this one person I saw on when I was watching a documentary about that was really just totally enthralled. It was a painter, and he was painting this stuff, and he was talking about how he experiences his painting while he's painting it, and the you know the
Mhm.
cohesion he has and how into it he is when he puts a new color on that palette and it's like wow, that sounds like better than root beer float in an orgasm.
Oh, whoa. You don't fucking bat talk root beer.
For him. He
Yeah.
actually said that it was better than that. And, wow.
Oh, but no, it's a root beer, not the orgasm. Um, but yeah, it's Intellit has the ability to actually know what things are, like actually know, and not just know the facts about them
Yeah.
because they're in a
Right.
database somewhere. You know, like,
It's
but
kind of
then
like a lot of
still,
the books that are written about the pyramids by people who have never been there. Just
yes,
stating all the facts and just kind of regurgitating everything that's been written before. But the book you want is the
it
one of
knows
the
what to
person
see.
who actually goes there and experiences it and is able then to
Hmm.
write about it. You know,
Well, yeah,
boots on the ground.
there's the ifs, ands, or buts about that. I would trust a human's analyzing of facts over the AI. Um, Person can go there and experience the pyramids, but still not know shit about them, right?
Well, yeah, yeah,
I know the vibe of the location. Yeah. When were they
so
built? In the past.
yeah, long time ago. So, since you're
In a
younger,
galaxy far, far away.
galaxy far, far away, you will
Oh,
probably have in your lifetime then the ability to have a choice to have your consciousness put in a clone of yourself.
how
What
young do
what
you
will you
think I
do?
am, Raven? I'm
Well,
40.
well, okay. Well,
But things are
I'm,
moving
I'm
fast these days in a superficial way.
would you say that money was not an issue?
Yes,
Would
yes,
you
I do
want
not
to?
want to die. If the question is, do you want to die or do you not want to die? Yes, I do not want to die.
Preferably not die. Gotcha. No, I
Preferably
wouldn't
not
want
die.
to be
But
in this
preferably
world
not
right
live
now.
in
I
old
wouldn't
age
want to be
senility.
immortal right now. Uh-uh.
I don't know. It depends on who else
But
got to be
anyway,
immortal.
was that something that you think you would consider?
Being immortal or dying because the Swedish bikini team fill in the rest of that question um, are both the options I'm willing to take. Preferably immortal with the Swedish bikini team.
Yeah. See, yeah, because you could even have a clone of a younger version of you, and you could be like eternally, you know, 25 years old, 22, 18, whatever.
I'm okay with the way I am right now.
Hmm.
I like my 40-year-old body.
Yeah. I just,
I,
well,
I could be a little thinner and muscular, but I'm pretty much the same, but with more beard than I was 20 years ago. So,
yeah.
no,
I,
seriously, you can find a picture of me. I look the exact same, but with less beard. I haven't aged a day in 20 years.
I haven't aged, like the last 5 years, I don't think I've aged much. I look pretty much the same, but there's like a,
It's the retroviruses from the COVID.
is that what it is? I see.
Yeah.
I don't know if people
Hey,
have that.
hey, if Alex Jones gets to put random weird shit into stuff that's got nothing to do with anything, I get to say all good things that happened to me is because of COVID.
You got to think for Alex Jones. What's your beef?
He takes real things and then puts poison pills into them to make them sound retarded.
I haven't watched him in a while, but
He's done it.
first
He's
people
done
thought
it.
he was
He's done
crazy,
it since the '90s. He's done it since the '90s.
but he's been proven right on a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
yes, he has. But then he takes that thing he's been proven right on and puts a big fat retard into the middle of it, so nobody takes his warnings. Like he predicted 9/11, but he put something in there so nobody believed him. You know,
Hmm.
he does it every single fucking time. He's got his nice wall of string, red string. He's got his nice wall of red string, but then he just like puts something in there that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Every single time.
Why do you
Every single time.
Why do you suppose he does that? It's almost like a self sabotage.
Well, he also seems to always get paid, and even though he gets thrown off of every platform, has a really large one. So I'm wondering if it's manufactured.
I have heard that suggested. Don't know. He's very impassioned though, isn't he? God, that man
Yeah.
can yell.
Well, the CIA does pay him enough.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So we ought to jump into the CIA sometime for a discussion on a rant because lately there's been a lot of little shorts that I've seen having to do with some declassified things from CIA. And there's this latest one that I saw was a Project Often, where the CIA in joint, in tandem with the U.S. Army, hired a bunch of Satanists and a bunch of uh, witches to
CIA Project Often.
try to weaponize the paranormal. And they disbanded now, they said, but yeah, they did that. So, I mean, they took it seriously enough that they literally went out and found people to pay to conduct and do these studies. And this was at a time, this was in the, I think they said the 60s, um, Cold War era.
Oh, they still do that kind of shit, man.
I do, yeah, I believe they do too. I don't think that Project Mockingbird ever ended either. And the some of the documents that were just dropped here in this last load recently had this about this project often in there, and they had tried to destroy those records along with a lot of the Montauk paperwork, and it was
Yeah,
grouped in with that stuff. And you know that that's just so heinous that our own government will take orphan children or individuals that don't have any family or whatever, out of the military and experiment on them. I mean, that one guy, they gave him LSD for 200 and some days in a row, and he and never told him. The poor man,
yeah,
thought he was going insane, and he was insane. I mean, you can't drop acid every day and expect to have any sense of normalcy afterwards. I mean,
no.
it's like that's
Um,
crazy. But how can they get
well,
away with doing that to people without their consent?
evil. Um, they don't consider you their people. They consider you their property. Uh,
That's what
it's
somebody said
it's
to me.
like
Gibson.
Project fuck MK Ultra.
Yeah.
MK Ultra, which was not just done in the U.S. The CIA ran branches out of here, Ryerson University. Um,
Oh,
I'm in Canada for those of you that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't know. Um, and they were doing the exact same thing. And what was the result? The publicly claimed result of the project? If you want to make an assassin, it's just cheaper to hire someone. That was
Uh
the
huh.
result.
I'm sure you said
I can spend $50,000 on brainwashing someone, or I can spend $5,000 and just hire some street punk to,
that. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And $5,000 would be a lot of money. Probably do it for 500. That was the results of the experiment. Any fucking asshole could tell you that, but nah, you had to like totally destroy several people permanently for what? Things you're not legally allowed to do anyway, but you're going to?
Yeah, yeah. There was some here in St. Louis downtown. Some of the apartment buildings, they were testing different things, and they were up on the roof, putting it in the vent, the air conditioning system,
Yeah,
and letting off this gas, and then they got people down on the street level in cars, you know, reading their newspapers and checking people out as they're coming out of the building, and then taking notes of, you know, who collapsed, who fell down, who started licking the sidewalk and being weird, and who's disoriented going out. I mean, these poor people did not know what was going on. I mean, what
yeah.
gives any government the right to think that they can just use their people as guinea pigs? Lab rats. It's
Uh,
scary.
you know,
It is.
and the fact that nobody got introduced to the nearest lamppost by their neck for it
Yeah.
was what you really gotta ask yourself.
And what do they mean
Uh,
by the Nuremberg? The Nuremberg stuff is in place. Then he's talking about 9/11 or whatever that they had from the Nuremberg trials from World War II. That there's a certain code
there
or
is no code. There is
or
no code from the Nuremberg trials that affects
pres-
anything.
like a process or
It's
something. What
there
is
is nothing. There is nothing from the Nuremberg trials that affects anything legally anywhere ever. Anyone who ever tells you that, you know they're smoking some fucking copium on something because there is no Nuremberg code at all. It
I
does
heard it on
not
the Sean
exist.
Ryan. Sean Ryan was interviewing somebody.
Yeah, well, you gotta
They said the
email him.
Nuremberg Code is still in place, or something to that effect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were people trying this during COVID with the medical code or whatever, and it's just something somebody made up out of whole cloth. There is no Nuremberg code affecting anything because there is no Nuremberg code.
okay,
It's
okay.
just it does not exist, and you know how much I know about the fucking Nuremberg
That's
trials,
why I
Raven.
asked. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
It,
That's why I asked.
there is no medical code on it whatsoever. Um, there was proposals for one, and it was shot down because it was batshit insane, like everything that came out of the Nuremberg trials. Um, but yeah, there was a guy going from like hospital to hospital in the states, yelling that shit, and he got arrested for being a nutcase. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of the fear mongering on both sides was deliberate and done specifically to incite fear. Um, like, you ever hear someone, I lost my job because I refused to give backs? No, you quit your job, and you were scared because you were literally enticed to do it. Yeah, there were some people who were discharged from armed services, but besides that, nobody lost their job for it. They were frightened to the point of quitting, which is a different thing. Some people might have been put on administrative leave until the crisis was over. That's not the same thing as being fired. You know.
Well, I have a good friend who lives there in Canada, and she called me. She's like, I don't know what to do. They gave her an ultimatum. They're like, you either do this or you're going to be fired.
Yeah,
And she
and
quit.
that's when you say no and no, right? You can't fire a person over that. Even here, you couldn't fire a person over it. You could put them on administrative leave if they were in like a hospital or something like
So they
that.
couldn't legally fire her.
No, it was a fear
They're just trying to.
tactic. It was a fear tactic, and a lot of the cases where people say they were fired, their boss didn't even mention it to it. They just quit because somebody said there's vaccinations available or whatever.
Mm, mhm.
And it's like a lot of that happened. But hey, now I can get out there and say that, get sympathy, and do a GoFundMe or some shit.
Mm,
A lot of those people don't actually get around to doing the GoFundMe part of the sympathy grab, but you know,
yeah. Yeah. Have you seen where Bill Gates is now? His latest act of what do they call it? Uh, Philanthropy is a new 15 chemical prenatal vitamin that he wants to give every pregnant woman in Africa. Instead of two, there's like two of chemical things that they make.
well,
It's
water's a
15
chemical,
now.
so water is a chemical, so like
I just
you
don't
know,
even understand how this guy is free to roam on the streets. I mean,
Well,
he's
it's
not in
because
any way certified in any medical
well,
education.
okay,
He's like,
I'm gonna stop you. He's not developing these things himself. He's paying for it and then announcing it, right? Like he just does
well,
funding for research, you know.
well, no, I'd say it goes a little deeper than that.
Well, what you think he's in the laboratory mixing up his arsenic
No,
and
but I think that he's telling somebody who's in the laboratory what's the end result or so forth to
well,
be.
yeah, but like once again, you're putting you're taking this thing, which may
He
or may not be
sterilized a
good.
bunch of people without them knowing about it over there in Africa. They
When,
eat his
where?
guts in Africa.
Yeah,
I don't remember which country it was. Uh, but yeah, they sterilized him. And without them knowing. They were
I don't know about that.
well, but
You're gonna have to send me something. Now, do you think do do I think he puts a lot of money into random shit that he probably doesn't even know about, and bad shit happens? Yes, most definitely. Because he's just like, oh, you want to do good in the world? I'll send you $1 million without actually seeing what the results are. Because back
you
in the
actually can
'90s,
give this guy the benefit of the doubt still after
yes, I do.
everything we've been through since 2020. Oh,
Yes,
just
this I know a lot of people lie about the things that he
he
does.
wants us to eat bugs for hamburger patties.
He
Yeah,
funded he funded the
he
Beyond Beef.
weaponized mosquitoes.
He funded the Beyond Beef thing, which was stupid. I have no doubts about that. Um,
They even
but
take these weaponized mosquitoes, and there's a video. There's a wedding reception going on, and here comes this helicopter, and they dump all these damn mosquitoes all over everybody at the party. Oh my god, how horrible!
okay, that's funny.
I have to
Um,
rant about this. I think mosquitoes are absolutely the most useless
okay, so
created.
it's unfortunate that that poor wedding reception got mosquito bombed. But I know the mosquito incident you're talking about. Do you know what those mosquitoes were for? So what they do, and Florida does this a lot. Disney World is really big for doing this, or Disneyland. The one in Florida, I know the one in California probably does it too. Um, they'll take the mosquito and they once again genetically engineer it to be sterile. Uh, but the way the mosquitoes breed, um, it doesn't just cause that one to be sterile, but like all the ones it comes in contact with. So that cluster doesn't have that area doesn't cluster new growth
Oh,
mosquitoes. So
so
that's
you
what
sterilize
they
one, and it's contagious.
locally. So it doesn't like wipe out the entire population, but it prevents that area from having mosquitoes
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
season.
Okay.
Right? So like you drop a bunch and it causes the whole area to become like a non mosquito breeding area for a year, maybe two.
Okay.
And that's what they were doing. They were dumping one of those over an area. And they usually do it like they do it obviously at the Disney parks because they don't want people scratching all day while they're in line. Um, but then they do it wherever there's like what's that disease that mosquitoes carry, West Nile or whatever,
Malaria.
malaria as well, but we don't get that in North America. We get West Nile virus. um, so that they'll drop them in areas where there are West Nile breakouts,
Oh yeah, West Nile. Yeah.
so they don't
Why don't they
the
just kill them? They're useless. Why
well
save them? Why
there, there
sterilize them? Just kill them all.
there are a lot of debates about it, but like the reason why they don't deliberately wipe out mosquitoes is because they're so afraid that okay, we kill all the mosquitoes, good, and
Yeah.
then there's something we didn't realize that needed the mosquito for
Birds
its
can eat
survival.
other bugs.
Yeah, but not just birds, but something else, right?
I
that
think
might have needed it,
they're
but we
completely
didn't
demonic.
realize it. Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of people that think the mosquito could be just wiped out and would all be good, but
Yeah.
we don't do it because
I think we ought to take a
what
chance.
if, right? There's the what if it wipes out like the deciduous tree, and then
Well,
without the deciduous tree, we have no fruit. Without fruit, we all fucking die. Well,
the
I think
odds
no
of that
deciduous
are
trees are
very
pine
slim
trees.
to
so-
none. And they don't ever consider, gee, what will happen if we turn on this Hadron Collider and blow up these atoms, smash these atoms at,
They did consider
1,000 million
that, and
miles
you
an
know what
hour?
they realized?
You know?
Alex Jones is retarded.
They don't care at CERN what the consequences might be. So go ahead
Well,
and kill the
okay,
mosquitoes. Like,
okay.
it can't be
I'm
that
gonna
bad.
stop you. I'm gonna stop you. There had been a few hadron colliders before CERN. CERN was just the largest,
Yeah, well, yeah.
so the technology had already existed before then. So we knew it was going to open up a black hole because there was no way for it to do so.
Have you heard the latest now? They do think that they opened up a portal to another dimension, and these things, they've had some things going back and forth. And this like
that was
alien
a-
thing, this interdimensional, took this
That
lady's
was a
scarf.
TV show.
Is that true about the scarf? Or
No, that
the
was a
TV
T.
show?
That was the whole interdimensional portal thing that they opened up. That was a TV show.
Well, that was a Simpsons episode too, wasn't it?
Well,
That's another thing. How the hell are the Simpsons being so predictive of stuff? That's kind of creepy. Have you looked at some of that stuff?
Well, do you know what South Park said about it?
What?
Simpsons did it. They literally had an episode in like season 3 of the South Park where they're like, Simpsons did it. Because Simpsons has been on so long, they've done every fucking thing.
Well, yeah, that's true. They have. They've been on for a long time.
It's not hard. It's not hard to predict that Donald Trump will come down an escalator, saying he's going to be president when he had already talked about being president and he owned the escalator that he came down on. Like,
I know, but that's really kind of yeah.
and also, I wouldn't be surprised if he saw that episode of The Simpsons and said, "Let's just do that."
Well, it's almost as if they've got, like the Project Looking Glass. Like they're able to see down one or more of the
okay. Project Looking Glass is declassified, and they find it. They've actually got it, and then the scientist walks out and goes, "Yes, we just watched The Simpsons."
Well, it was uncanny. There was a picture taken of Biden and I can see her face. I can't think of her name. The vice president, Kamala. And she was wearing the outfit that was the same in the cartoon and had on the necklace. It had some detail to it that I thought was really unusual. It was pretty tricky,
Yes, that is fucked up and fully coincidence. But I'm just saying, if I worked at the White House, and I was like picking out these people's wardrobes and shit because they do have people for that. I would definitely fucking take those things and deliberately find outfits that look like them and put them in those outfits just because it would be funny. I'm just saying I would do that. I would do that in a fucking heartbeat.
Yes, you would.
And I know that there are a lot of other people that would just to fuck with people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right.
So I'm just assuming there's probably somebody doing that.
See, I don't believe in coincidence. There's no such
but
thing.
I do believe in people being fucking assholes.
I do believe in people being weird and messed up. Yeah. People are fucked up, no doubt.
Okay.
And have some pretty interesting ways of entertaining themselves, let's say. But yeah, I gotta agree. I agree with you there totally.
Yeah. Now I'm saying if you were there picking out these people's clothing, and you knew that
I
they
would
had
do
an
it.
episode,
Yeah, yeah, I
you
would.
would you would
And then
do
I'd
it,
call you
wouldn't
on the phone.
you?
Hey, check out Simpsons episode.
Yeah. Can we get that outfit? Is there something that can match that outfit like 90%? Like you can have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fleur or
would.
a curl or an edge or something, just close enough. Yeah,
Yep.
close. It's good. We'll take it. We'll take two of them in pink.
Pearl necklace.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Just yeah, you're right.
you would do it in a fucking heartbeat, and if you're out there watching this, you know you would too. You would. You'd be like, I want everything that had Kamula in it, and I want every episode listed off. If we need to hire a designer to make that outfit, we will. Got the budget.
Yes. It's kind of uncanny though, you know. There's been a lot. There's been a lot that's been predicted on there, and you just have to wonder. That's. I mean, I cannot accept that that's an educated guess as to a future event. There's something going on there. What I don't know, but there's got to be.
No, but there are some things like when that episode of The Simpsons came out, it was like Trump had literally been running on the what was that party called, and it had uh, fucking David Duke was in it.
Did what?
David Duke was in that party. It was like the third position party or whatever. It had a
Oh,
fancy name, like the
um, yes.
like I think Ross Perot or not Ross Perot. What
Oh,
was that guy's name? He always talked about himself in third person. Then something happened and he had to back out because he was being blackmailed or something. Um, and
that's Ross
then
Perot,
that
I think.
what?
I think that was Ross Perot that had to back out. Just being black.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and there
Yes,
was
it's not the
uh,
Libertarian.
no, it had a different
Yeah,
name, but it was like the precursor to the Libertarian Party or in
yeah.
tangent to it or something like that. It doesn't matter. Um, Trump was like in that party, and there was like thought that he would take his place, and like that environment was known, right? Because that elevator or escalator was in his building. It's in his Trump Tower or whatever.
Hmm.
So reasonable, and I don't know. I seen that episode of The Simpsons when we're doing the campaign in 2015 or whatever. I'd probably tell him to do the same thing. It
Hmm.
could be a matter of life imitating art. That's what I'm saying.
There is that. There is
Yeah.
that.
Um, but whatever. It's still funny. The
Yeah.
fact that they got the year right was the big concern. But then anyone who can count and knows how your election system works get that right.
So, do you have
Um,
any closing thoughts on spontaneous human combustion?
we did fall off that topic pretty quickly. Um, I think it's a weird coincidence for the most part, and like there are some weird phenomenons that happen out there, and I think most of them have been explained reasonably by science. Um, but we still don't know. We never got into the possibility of people faking murders or covering up murders.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I'm
I
trying to make
forgot
it look
all.
like it's an yeah. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
clever idea.
yeah. Um, but yeah. It's just like
Well, it get a bit
there
tricky.
there are there are there are ways it could happen without it being magic or woo woo or act of God, or well, they would be act of God. If you fell asleep with a cigarette in your hand and you ended up burning yourself to death instead of like ow and waking up, um, I think that qualifies as act of God.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah. It's just one of those weird things that is a quirk of nature or whatever. I don't think it's like Firestarter or whatever that Stephen King
So you
movie
think
is.
it's purely a physical phenomenon, and there's not an influence from a spiritual or a emotional
Yes,
influence?
purely physical.
Okay.
Now it's a fucked up purely physical one, totally fucked up. Um, and
Yes,
I'll give you that every day of the week. But
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, I,
yeah,
I, I think that we'll discover what causes it and have an explanation for it maybe in the next 10 to 20 years, because I think there's going to be some type of a instrument that measures something that we currently are not even aware of. There's so much that is unseen.
and that instrument will be brought to us by the fine people at OpenAI, and you will believe it, or the Terminator bot will come and get you
The Terminator
and
bot.
fold your laundry after it's done killing you.
Yeah. I think Terminator is a realistic movie. That and Jaws are the two movies that have bothered
I,
me
I
all my life.
I'm telling you, okay, you can watch Terminator, right? You can watch Terminator all you want, but just give me a second to open
I
up
think
another
that,
tab
I mean,
here.
how scary is that to have this virtually almost indestructible thing, this robot coming after
Yeah,
you
it it
and
it
wanting
it
to kill you at all costs? That
it
is
uh,
crazy.
it does not need to do that.
I mean, to be hunted like that, the way she was hunted, is just too much.
Uh, yeah, I gotta
The thing was
I've gotta
unstoppable.
open this thing.
You know,
Do, 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 do. I'm trying to find the episode. Trying to find the episode where in Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles, where Summer Glau walks across the screen in just her bra. um, because you know uh, there are two ways to wipe out the human race by AI, and one is with Arnold Schwarzenegger and a machine gun, and the other is Summer Glau looking like Summer Glau in 2009. Um, and I'm going to tell you, one a little slower, but far more effective than the other. Just saying. Just saying.
yeah.
Goes back to that guy who wanted to marry his robot earlier. Just saying.
Are you
If
going to buy?
Skynet said, here's your Summer Glau bot, I'm going to say, bye bye humanity.
Are you planning to buy a robot here in the future?
If it
Yeah,
will
because
fold my laundry. No. If it does the laundry from beginning to end, I'm okay with it.
okay.
I don't like doing laundry. Mostly the putting it away part. No?
Well,
You like doing laundry?
no, no, but I'm very particular about it. So I, you know,
Yes. But if somebody else was doing it for you, would you care that much?
uh, nah, probably not. I guess.
Exactly. Now, if you could also teach that robot how to make a sandwich.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I want to teach one how to clean out the cat litter box. I far too many to clean on a daily basis, and I've shoveled enough shit now that I can.
You know my policy on the cats, Raven. Buy a meat dehydrator.
No, we're not doing cat jerky. No, you're sick. You're a sick man.
You could probably get a robot for that.
No. Oh, I'm not listening. No. Shame on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. But we do need to wrap up. So if you want to tell the people out there to watch your show on Facebook, got your 1-2 radio. I don't know. You tell the people. I don't know all the details.
Well, I'm hoping that my YouTube channel is, simulcast with that maybe next week. That I've got, still working out the kinks here, technologically speaking. But there's always a wrench thrown in at the last minute, like today with the cell phone cord. Did cell
Yeah.
phone? Oh, yep. There's always something. So I'm finally not panicking so hard when that happens, and I'm just coming to expect something to glitch and just roll with it. But yeah, next Wednesday, 7 Pacific and 10 Eastern for Ravens Rabbit.
Okay.
Are we doing shows on Monday or no?
Do you want to do a show on Monday?
You used to. I was asking.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay. So we'll do a show same time as this, the 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can calculate that to whatever your local time zone is. We'll see you on Monday, and then the Friday after that. Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thanks to everybody in the chat.
Okay.
So
Bye, everybody. We will